I'm Jayli. I'm a DJ and producer from London. I'm really missing the big shows. We did this thing where we put a heart in the air and we had the whole audience put a heart in. You can see it in one of my show reels, and that's what I miss. I miss community, coming together and celebrating and all just letting their hair go. I don't know if we'll ever get back to that. So looking back at my old videos makes me think, oh my gosh, we had so much fun and we really didn't take advantage and realize how lucky we were to be so free. I loved Britney Spears' performances. I'm going to be real with you here. I just loved what she brought to the table. Her music videos were always on point, and when she was at the highlight of her career, she was knocking out great albums, great music, and I just loved the way she interacted with her fans, the way she performed, and her energy that she brought across. And she just made me smile. Everybody says that I'm a big Britney fan and it's really cheesy, but I'm not afraid to say it because she's awesome. Without playing our music out, how do we know if it hits the right of the hearts? Like, I always feel like I go out with my music and I test it on clubs. And I think that's so important to have a great sound system as well, to know what your stuff sounds like, because you don't get a better test than playing it out live. Before I was a DJ, I was a singer, so I was signed to Universal and I was doing tours all around the world. That was pretty cool. And then on my week-to-week basis, I play in clubs and bars and lounges. So I'm a full-time DJ. Now, QSC, I'm actually so impressed by this. It's honestly the best sounding speaker, and it looks so cool as well. A little big for my kitchen, but I think I've fallen in love. Well, we get noise complaints from our neighbours about my dog crying. But luckily, they know I'm a DJ. In the summertime, I got complaints, and my neighbour upstairs supported me because he's a drummer, and he was literally like, no, what are you talking about? This is her job and she needs to work during Corona. So I don't think they're going to complain anymore because we've already been through the process. But my partner wouldn't let me blast the speakers. I did 1 second of it and he was like, turn it off, it's too loud. And the whole house is shaking, but it sounds incredible. I had to get the real feel of the speakers, right? So if I'm bringing my own gear, I have just my controllers, and normally when I arrive at the venue, they have speakers set up. There's only been a few times I brought my speakers, and I have my car, so I just drive around London or wherever I need to be. But it hasn't really come to terms where I have had to like pack my speakers. But I do teach DJing as well. So what I do there is I turn up with small speakers and I bring my decks as well. And I've got a few decks, so I'll leave them there so they can have a practice on it and then get the best of their lessons. So we were playing in the Clapham Grand, and this balloon, all these balloons came out and they were like this big. And one landed on the play button and the music just completely stopped. And because my stop time was like literally on max, it went, but it was kind of cool. But at the time I was like, what's happened? Trying to knock these balloons out of the way. Probably that was the most stressful performance because the whole time I was trying to mix and I was like playing dodgeball with all these balloons. It was just mental. Woo! Took me 3 minutes, I think. The lifting was the most difficult part. But oh my gosh, it was such a quick process. I knew exactly what to do. If you know how to set up your decks, you will know how to use the QSCs and set them up. Input, output, left and right, XLR cables, you're good to go. Insane. It looks the part, it sounds the part. It was so good. I would love to put these into my music studio and play some of the records I have coming out in 2021 because they're real house bangers, and I think I need these speakers to just really listen to my tracks like it's in a club, especially with Corona going around. I think active speakers and the fact that they're 2,000 watts is pretty incredible. So a 10 from me. I think the speakers are incredible, how they're so sturdy. You can literally put them on the wall, put them on tripods, tilt them down. I looked up when I was reading the instructions to see how adaptable they are. So they can be used in your home studio, they can be used in your club, they can be used in your pub. You can set them up like this on stands, and also they look amazing. And on the back you've got EQing and delay also on top, so that's like an extra bonus. Yeah, they're just really cool. The subwoofer looks so dope as well. Cool. And that's it QSC, you are a 10 for me. I absolutely love you. I love the product. It sounds so cool and I'm gonna miss you. Anyway, see you soon. Mwah.